Hi. Hi, welcome to our Pharma Topics channel, which aims to simplify the pharmacy subjects to help the pharmacy students and allied health sciences students to make the students prepare well for their GPAT examinations to score well. Today, our topic of discussion is drug interactions. In real life, there are so many drugs are administered, such as polypharmacy. We have to know what the drug is affected by pharmacokinetic or dynamic interactions. So let us see what are the drug interactions. The drug interactions may be pharmaceutical. For example, penicillin injection when mixed with aminoglycoside injections, it causes precipitation. For pharmacokinetic interactions are related to ADME, the absorption may be reduced by antacids, cholestyramine or atropine. The distribution may be reduced by drugs called displacement reactions. The most important is metabolism related interactions. They may be a CYP enzyme inducer or CYP enzyme inhibitor. The inducers are phenytoin, rifampin, barbiturates. The enzyme inhibitors are erythromycin, itraconazole, doxycycline, or grapefruit fruit juice, which contains naringin. And elimination may be enhanced or reduced by the co-administered drugs such as probenecid or aminoglycoside antibiotics. The drug interactions may occur with food. More importantly, the cheese reactions with the tricyclic antidepressants, that is tyramine containing foods, which increase the hypertensive crisis. Or there may be pharmacodynamic interactions that may be additive, synergistic, or antagonistic. So let us see what are the interactions, important interactions. The PDE5 inhibitors such as sildenafil, when administered with organic nitrates such as nitroglycerin, it causes profound hypotension that may be fatal and it may worsen the angina. The Curare alkaloids, when combined with inhalational anesthetics or aminoglycosides or tetracyclines or calcium channel blockers, they cause potentiation of the muscle relaxant property. The thiazides are loop diuretics when they are combined with the lithium. They increase the levels of lithium. Thiazides are the loop diuretics when they are combined with the NSAIDs. It reduces the antihypertensive efficacy of the thiazides or the loop diuretics. The thiazides are the loop diuretics when they are combined with ACE inhibitors. They augment the hypotensive effect of the thiazides or the loop diuretics. The potassium sparing diuretics, when they are combined with ACE inhibitors or angiotensin receptor blockers, it increases the risk of hyperkalemia. Loop diuretics, when they are combined with aminoglycoside antibiotics, it increases the risk of ototoxicity. The alpha blockers, when they are combined with beta blockers, they increase the hypotensive effect. The beta blockers such as dihydropyridines and beta blockers such as phenylalkylamines such as verapamil or diltiazem, when they are combined, they increase the cardiodepressant property. The clonidine along with tricyclic antidepressants, it increases the hypotensive effect. When clonidine is combined with other sedatives, it increases the sedative effect additionally. Methyl dopa, when it is combined with levodopa, it increases the hypotensive effect. ACE inhibitors, when they are combined with lithium, it increases the serum concentration of lithium. When ACE inhibitors are combined with NSAIDs, they decrease the antihypertensive effect of the ACE inhibitors. When hydralazine or minoxidil is combined with NSAIDs, it has also the same effect, such as decreasing the antihypertensive effect of hydralazine and minoxidil. When diltiazem is combined with digoxin or theophylline, it increases the serum concentration of digoxin or the theophylline. When digoxin is combined with antacids or cholestyramine, they decrease the therapeutic effect of digoxin. When digoxin is combined with loop diuretics or thiazides, they cause hypokalemia, which leads to increase in toxicity of digoxin. When digoxin is combined with quinidine, verapamil, or diltiazem, all these things they increase the serum concentration of digoxin by displacing it, and it increases its toxicity. When amiodarone is combined with digoxin or flecainide or phenytoin or procainamide or warfarin, amiodarone increases the serum concentration of all the co-administered drugs along with digoxin. Amiodarone, when it is combined with inhalational anesthetics or CNS depressants, it increases the risk of bradycardia. When statins are combined with fibrates, it increases the risk of rhabdomyolysis and myopathy. When warfarin is combined with the CYP inhibitors, it increases the risk of bleeding. And warfarin, when it is combined with the CYP inducers, they decrease the anticoagulant effect of warfarin. When aspirin is combined with the sulfonylureas, they decrease the hypoglycemic effect of the aspirin. Aspirin decreases the hypoglycemic effect of the sulfonylureas. When dipyridamole is combined with adenosine, it increases the metabolism of adenosine. When dipyridamole is combined with beta blockers, it increases the risk of bradycardia. When clopidogrel is combined with omeprazole, basically clopidogrel is a prodrug. Omeprazole is a CYP inhibitor. So activation of clopidogrel is inhibited. It causes delay in action of clopidogrel, which increases the risk of angina and thromboembolic disorders. When benzodiazepines, barbiturates, or diphenhydramine, when they are combined with alcohol or other CNS depressants, they increase the sedative effect. When carbamazepine is given along with calcium channel blockers, clozapine, haloperidol, theophylline, or warfarin, since carbamazepine is a potent CYP inducer, it decreases the serum concentration of the co-administered drugs when they are combined with carbamazepine. When carbamazepine is combined with lithium, it increases the toxicity of lithium. When phenytoin is combined with amiodarone, digoxin, quinidine, or theophylline, since phenytoin is a CYP3A4 inhibitor, it decreases the serum concentration of the co-administered drugs, which leads to their therapeutic failure. When valproate is combined with amiodarone, digoxin, quinidine, or theophylline, since valproate is a CYP inhibitor, it increases the serum concentration of the co-administered drugs and increases their toxicity. When typical antipsychotics are combined with antiadrenergic agents, anticholinergic agents, or CNS depressants, they have an additive effect. When monoamine oxidase inhibitors are combined with tyramine-rich foods, even if banana, they increase the hypertensive crisis. Levodopa, when it is combined with antipsychotics, they decrease the therapeutic effect of levodopa. When selegiline, which is a monoamine oxidase inhibitor, when combined with fluoxetine, it causes hypotension. When donepezil is combined with atropine, both are anticholinergic agents. They increase the anticholinergic adverse effects. When theophylline is combined with cimetidine, it increases the serum concentration of lithium. The same happens with fluoroquinolones, isoniazid, and verapamil. When sucralfate or antacids are combined with the other drugs, they reduce the absorption of the co-administered drugs. When ergot alkaloids are combined with beta blockers, severe peripheral ischemia happens because of the blockade of blockade of the beta 2 receptors by the beta blockers. When sulfonylureas are combined with thiazides, corticosteroids, estrogens, or phenytoin, they decrease the hypoglycemic effect of sulfonylureas, so their dose must be increased. When nevirapine is combined with other drugs, since it is a SUP2B6 or 3A4 inducers, numerous drug interactions are possible. They decrease the levels of co-administered drugs. When zidovudine is combined with ribavirin, it is not advisable. They have antagonistic effect. When doxorubicin is combined with cyclosporin or cyclophosphamide, they increase the toxicity of doxorubicin.